So when you think about machine learning, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For most of us, it's probably some brilliant algorithm, right? A complex neural network, some super clever code that can, I don't know, predict the future? But what if I told you that's just the tiniest sliver of the real story? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on MLOps, the secret, heavy lifting engine that actually makes AI work out in the wild.
Okay, so to really get a handle on MLOps, we first have to tackle this massive misconception, something I like to call the ML algorithm illusion.
All right, take a look at this diagram. You see that tiny little red box in the middle labeled ML algorithms? That is where almost every university course, every online tutorial focuses all its energy. But just zoom out. Look at the whole picture. That little box is just one tiny component swimming in this giant sea of interfaces, data pipelines, infrastructure, and hardware.
And here's the real kicker. In a professional setting, in the real world, that small box, the algorithm itself, is often the easiest, least problematic part of the entire project. The real, hair-pulling challenge is making it play nice with everything else.
So, if the algorithm isn't the main event, then what is? Well, that brings us to the star of today's explainer, MLOps. So, what is it exactly? Well, to put it simply, MLOps is the bridge. It's a set of practices, a culture, really, that connects the world of creating a machine learning model, that's the dev part, with the messy, complicated, unpredictable reality of running it live in the real world. That's the ops part.
And when I say complicated, I really mean it. Seriously, don't even try to read every single box on this slide. Just let the sheer scale of it wash over you. This is basically a map of the entire ML lifecycle. It covers everything from getting your data ready all the way to deployment, monitoring, and inference, which is just the fancy word for when a model actually makes live predictions. It is a massive engineering undertaking.
Because in the real world, it's not enough for a model to be accurate. The whole system has to be reliable, so it doesn't just crash. It has to be scalable, so it can handle millions of users, not just 10. It has to be maintainable, so you can actually fix bugs without tearing everything down. And adaptable, so you can update it as the world inevitably changes. These are hardcore engineering problems, not just data science ones. And to really drive this point home, let's draw a super sharp line between the clean, controlled world of academic research and the chaotic reality of production.
In the lab, you get these beautiful, clean, static datasets. The only thing that really matters is how well your model performs, its accuracy. And you usually have one clear objective. But in the real world, oh man, the data is a mess, it's constantly changing, it's the system's performance that's critical, not just the model, and you're juggling like a dozen competing objectives all at once.
And this slide, I love this. It just perfectly captures those competing goals. You've got the ML team. They're like this happy little dachshund. All they want is the highest possible accuracy. But then the sales team, they're the husky. They need the model to help sell more ads. The product team is this energetic setter demanding the fastest possible inference. That's the raw speed of a single prediction. And the manager? They're just trying to herd all these competing needs towards the one goal that matters to them, maximizing profit.
And this just brilliantly illustrates that even a simple word like performance isn't a single thing. Think of it this way. Latency is the time it takes for this one ant to move one leaf. That's how fast a single prediction is. Throughput, on the other hand, is how many leaves the whole colony can move in 1 second, how many predictions your system can handle at the same time. In production, you have to optimize for both. And believe me, they are often fighting against each other.
Right. And the data itself. It's a total minefield. It's not clean, it's messy, it's not static, it's constantly shifting as people's behavior changes. It's this tangled mix of old historical data and live streaming data. And oh yeah, it's almost certainly biased in ways you haven't even discovered yet. And then on top of all that, you have to worry about privacy and all sorts of regulations. It's a lot. So all this complexity, it leads to some pretty serious myths about putting machine learning into production. Let's bust 4 of the biggest ones, rapid fire.
First up, this idea that just getting your model online and running is the big hurdle.
The reality? Getting a model to run once is actually pretty easy. But getting it to run reliably, 24/7, under heavy load without failing, that's the real challenge. That is incredibly hard.
All right, myth number 2. The idea that you're just going to be managing a couple of models. A nice, simple, small-scale operation.
But in reality, for major companies, the scale is just staggering. Booking.com is running over 150 models in production right now. Uber? They're running thousands. This isn't some boutique workshop. It's an industrial-scale factory.
Okay, myth number 3. Once a model is deployed, you can just kind of set it and forget it for a while. It's done, right?
Wrong. Just look at the pace of modern software. Etsy deploys new code 50 times a day. Netflix does it thousands of times a day. Amazon Web Services deploys a change, on average, every 11.7 seconds. Your ML systems have to live in and somehow keep up with that insane ecosystem.
And that brings us to the final, and maybe the biggest myth of all, that machine learning is some kind of magic wand that will instantly revolutionize your business.
So can ML work magic? You know what? It's possible. It can do some truly amazing things, but will it happen overnight? Absolutely not. No way. It takes a massive, sustained, grinding engineering effort.
Which brings us right to our final core message, the one big takeaway from all of this.
It's this quote right here. Getting machine learning to actually work in the real world is fundamentally an engineering discipline. It's about building robust, scalable, and reliable systems. The machine learning part, the data science, that's just one ingredient in a much larger recipe. So I want to leave you with a final question to think about. After seeing the complexity of the entire system, from data pipelines to monitoring and all the way back again, what do you think is the real hero of the story? Is it the cleverness of that one algorithm in that tiny red box? Or is it the vast, robust, and resilient engineering that actually allows it to have an impact on the real world?